Authorities in Greece have declared a state of emergency after the most powerful earthquake so far shook the island of Santorini.
Santorini alert. Vanishing magma and rising concerns. Recent seismic and geological studies have provided new insights into the dynamic processes occurring beneath Santorini's volcanic system. According to an official update titled Update Note on Ground Deformation at Santorini, researchers have been analyzing magma movement, seismic activity, and land deformation, revealing significant changes in the region. One of the most striking discoveries is that approximately 3 million cubic meters of magma have disappeared from the chamber beneath Santorini. This suggests the formation of a dyke, a vertical crack where magma moves through the Earth's crust. Scientists from leading institutions, including the National Observatory of Athens, the University of Patras, and the National and Kapodistrian University of Athens, have collaborated to assess the situation. Their findings indicate that magma intrusion, rather than mere tectonic activity, is likely driving the recent unrest. Columbo Volcano, a growing threat? Just 7 kilometers off Santorini's coast, the Columbo underwater volcano has also shown worrying signs of activity. In December last year, researchers identified a shallow magma chamber beneath Columbo that has been steadily filling. Current seismic activity, concentrated around Columbo's main crater and its smaller vents, suggests rising pressure within the system. Given Columbo's potential for highly explosive eruptions, scientists are closely monitoring its behavior. However, fragmented ownership and lack of collaboration between monitoring institutions have made data collection challenging. Unraveling Santorini's magma movement. A key challenge in understanding Santorini's volcanic activity is the inconsistency of monitoring data. During the 2011 to 2012 volcanic unrest, nearly 10 GNSS stations were actively recording land deformation. Today, only 3 stations remain operational, limiting scientists' ability to get a complete picture. However, recent data from these stations, particularly the SN station, closest to the inflation zone, show an accelerated upward displacement since January 2025. Ground uplift has reached over 100 millimeters, indicating a growing magma chamber beneath the island. The latest satellite imagery and GNSS readings show 3 key movements: upward displacement, northward drift, a pronounced shift toward the northeast. Interestingly, these movements align with the trajectory of recent earthquake swarms, suggesting a direct link between seismic activity and magma intrusion. A major deflation trend was noted around January 20th, followed by a sharp north-northeast movement on January 29th, which continues to the present. Parallels with Iceland's magma intrusions. Santorini's current volcanic behavior closely resembles recent patterns observed in Iceland, where magma migration and land deformation have occurred in monthly cycles since November 2023. In Iceland, magma has repeatedly moved through underground chambers without immediately erupting, a phenomenon known as magma intrusion. This process causes surface uplift, much like inflating a balloon beneath the ground. When magma drains elsewhere, the land above subsides, creating a deflationary signal. A similar magma migration pattern is now emerging in Santorini. The disappearance of 3 million cubic meters of magma suggests that magma is shifting within the crust, possibly forming a dyke. This movement can generate strong seismic activity, much like the vibrations caused by tunnel excavation. Is a major eruption on the horizon? The persistent seismic activity near Santorini raises critical questions. While the formation of a magma dyke could be relieving some pressure, continued deformation suggests that magma is still accumulating. Scientists are particularly concerned about the northward land displacement, which lacks a clear explanation. To improve monitoring, a new GNSS station was installed on a small island east of Santorini on February 12th, but data remains limited. One major concern is the lack of real-time updates from the Columbo underwater volcano, which sits near the epicenter of ongoing seismic swarms. Without more data, understanding the full scope of this volcanic activity remains difficult. What happens next? Santorini's volcanic system appears to be undergoing cycles of inflation and deflation, similar to those seen in Iceland and Italy's Campi Flegrei volcano. The magma chamber is shallow, at just 4.3 kilometers below the surface, making it more likely to influence surface deformation. Although the volume of accumulating magma, 6.5 million cubic meters, is not exceptionally large, Santorini's history of explosive eruptions makes any magma intrusion a cause for concern. Scientists will continue monitoring the region for further changes. Whether this is an early warning of an eruption or simply a natural readjustment of the volcanic system remains uncertain. What do you think? Could Santorini be preparing for another eruption, or is this just part of its restless nature? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next update